Next up on WTV, a month of fasting, ISM's final presentation, and today's Sports Minute. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, REDHAWK Nation. Today is Thursday, May 17th, and I'm Caitlyn Kleibert with another Daily Update brought to you by Wingspan TV. With the start of Ramadan today, many Muslim students have to fast during the school day as part of their religion. Here's WTV's Vinanti Vemulapalli with the story.
Ramadan is an Islamic holy month in which Muslims fast and refrain from eating and drinking during daylight hours. Muslims across the world take part in the holy month of fasting, and it's a time for spiritual reflection, acts of charity, and spending time with loved ones. However, for Muslim students on campus, it can be difficult to manage as students are unable to drink water or eat anything even if they have a test.
Honestly, the worst part is probably when your stomach growls in class and it's like completely silent, but you can't eat any food because you're fasting. And also, it kind of messes up your sleep schedule because you're supposed to wake up before sunrise, eat, and then go back to sleep, but it's kind of hard when you have to wake up at 7 or 8. I'm a freshman, so I only have one AP test, which is HGAP, so I probably won't fast that day because I need everything I can get to, get through my test. But a lot of people have a lot of AP tests, so when you miss one fast, you're supposed to make it up later on. So a lot of people think that they should just fast through their AP test so they don't have to make it up. I mean, Ramadan varies between every person. But for Bengalis, at least for me, you wake up in the middle of the night, before sunrise, and you eat a meal, just anything you want. And then normally during the summer, so I'd go back to sleep and wake up at 2 in the afternoon because I don't have to eat lunch. And then right at sunset, you break your fast. And lately, it hasn't been during school. This is actually the first year that there's 15 days during school.
However, sophomore Yusuf Lozon shares that fasting teaches self-control and the virtue of patience.
So Ramadan start helps with time management in school and self-control, patience, because patience is virtue and all those things. And it also helps you kind of gauge the fact that other people may not have as much food as you or have the same blessing as you. It can help you be kinder, more courteous to people, and it teaches you a valuable lesson. And it helps make you a better person because, as I said, through your self-control, and it gets you to really reflect on what you need to do as a person.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Vinanti Vemulapalli.
ISM students are gearing up for their final presentation following a year of research and mentorship. WTV's Jay Lee has more.
ISM's annual final presentation night takes place this Friday. Project displays will be shown in the cafeteria from 6 to 7 p.m. and following that will be mentor introductions until 8. Students in ISM work under the mentorship of a professional in their given field and research to gain more knowledge about a potential future career choice. Although it can be a lot of work, ISM can be a very rewarding program.
Well, in my 8 years of facilitating the ISM program at Frisco High School and now at Liberty High School, I would say probably around 70%, 70 to 80% continue in the same field of study. However, that's not the sole benefit of ISM because sometimes it's just as much a win-win if they decide this isn't the career field they want to go into. It saves their parents money as they go into college and helps them maybe eliminate something.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Jay Lee.
On this week's edition of My Life As, WTV takes a look into the life of sophomore worship singer and performer Rachel Cooper.
Well, I've been going to church ever since I was little, and I really loved singing, and so I just combined those two passions together. So for Club 45, which is for children in 4th and 5th grade, it's going to be a lot smaller of a room. It's a more low-key. It's usually just one vocalist and an instrument. And then for Fusion, or student ministry, which is all of middle school and high school groups, that will get our music more in advance. That's more practicing. So for Club 45, it's about a 30-minute to an hour rehearsal. Usually the songs that we're doing there are songs that I'm pretty familiar with, so I don't usually need to practice outside of church. Fusion is usually, sometimes it'll be new songs that I have to learn, and sometimes it'll be a whole new set of songs that I'll have to learn in about 2 weeks. I make a playlist on my phone of worship songs, and then I'll put it on repeat and I'll listen to it during school or at my house so I get used to the hearing of the song. And then I'll print out the lyrics and I'll usually have my friends just kind of quiz me over it, almost like reading theater lines, just kind of like memorizing the actual lyrics.
With all the sports winding down this year, football's kicking off for next year. Here's WTV's Maddie D'Addario with today's Sports Minute.
The 2018 football season doesn't start until August, but the team is back in pads to prepare for the fall. Kicking off spring ball a few weeks ago, junior quarterback Mitchell Miller is working with the team to prepare for next year.
We've been working on a lot of formations and plays. A lot of guys are at new positions and stuff, so we've just been learning all the new stuff for the upcoming season. I've just been focusing on leading the team, trying to make sure everybody knows what they're doing, and then trying to better myself so that we can be successful next year.
Receivers coach Ken Shumo is hoping today's spring game gets the community involved and the team fired up for next year.
So spring ball is really just an opportunity for our kids to get out there and show the community what they've been doing throughout spring practice, and a chance for us to have a little bit of fun. We're going to get out there and piece together a scrimmage as best we can, and compete against each other, and try to boost morale and pump up some school spirit before we come back in the fall ready to go and play. So I think it's going to be a great time.
The spring game kicks off on the back turf field at 5:30. This is Maddie D'Addario with Wingspan TV.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. WTV's Neha Paramala brings you today's announcements.
AP testing ends tomorrow. Today's exams are AP Statistics at 12. Anderson Elementary's senior breakfast is tomorrow at 7:30 in the library. All library books are due tomorrow. Tomorrow's exams are Human Geography at 8. Please return any textbooks you still have to the bookroom. The final REDHAWK RANT of the year will take place on May 24th. Students will stay in their 2B classes on this day. The last volleyball fundraiser for the year is at Nothing Bundt Cakes from May 29th till June 2nd.
That's it for today's Daily Update. This has been Caitlyn Kleibert from Wingspan TV.